Yo, what's good with everybody? Welcome back to a brand new VC glitch video. If you haven't already, go check out my badge glitch video. Very useful, very similar to what we're about to do here. So if you haven't seen that one already, go ahead and check it out. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. I want everybody to smash the like button. Let's see if we can get up to 50 likes for this video. And if you haven't already, go ahead and turn the post notifications on so you know every time that I post a brand new glitch. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into the glitch. Since this is a VC glitch, it does not matter what player you use. I prefer you to use a player that is fairly good and he can get a lot of stats. So if he can shoot a lot of threes, if he can dunk a lot, if he can play really good defense and get blocks, get a good player that can do good on stats, and you should get a lot of VC because you get more VC for the more stats you get. So the better you play, the more VC you're also going to get. Before we do this though, I'm going to need you to go ahead and quit to the main menu. There's a couple of things we need to do that's going to make this a lot more easier than it should be, you know. It's going to make it a lot easier for us. So when you quit, go ahead and go to your settings on the main menu, and in your settings, make sure your game mode is on rookie and make sure your game speed is on 50. If it's higher than 50, it's going to make it difficult for you to score. Once you've done that, go to the play now and go to NBA Today. When NBA Today loads up, it's going to give you a bunch of games. Choose whatever one. It does not matter. It does not matter what team you play. Do whatever there. Now, wait for it to load up. And once it loads up, go to your options in your settings and make sure that it is also on rookie mode. Now once you see that it's on rookie, or you put it on rookie, make sure you have a friend online that you can join. I don't have a capture card, so you will not see me join my friend, but I will pause the video and unpause it so that you guys can see a little bit of what's going on. But make sure you have a friend online and you join their neighborhood. Now once you join your friends park, you're going to go to the MyPlayer Nation tab, and that is where we are going to be handling all of our business today. Before I even tell y'all what to do, I'm going to need you to pull out your cell phone, screenshot on your console or something, take a picture of your Player Nation board. You need to do this so you know what games you can play and what games you can't play, so go ahead and take a picture however you can with this. Now if you already have a game to play, go ahead and play it, pause the video and unpause it once you finish that game. Play the game as best as you can and unpause the video once you finish the game. So if you're like me and you can't play a game right now, listen closely and I'm going to show you what to do. The games with the percentages by their names are the ones you can play instantly. If they don't have percentages by their names, like these last 3 rows, you cannot play those for another few hours, and we do not want to wait for hours to play games. So me, before I started recording, I already played this whole top row. Right now, I am on the Oklahoma Thunder. So I just played the Oklahoma versus the Hawks game. And my next game is against the Rockets, which is in another 46 hours. And we do not want to wait 46 hours. Now, since I've already played as Oklahoma and I've already played as the Hawks, when we do what we're about to do here, we cannot enter the free agency and switch to the Hawks, or we cannot play as Oklahoma again. For another example, I've already played the Jazz and I've already played the Wizard game. So Jazz versus the Wizards, I already played that game. I cannot switch back over to the Jazz team, and I cannot play as the Wizards either because we've already played their game for today. But the second row of percentages here I have not played. So the Timberwolves versus the Suns, I haven't played that game yet. So when we enter the free agency, I can choose to play as whichever team I want to play as here. Now the Timberwolves is losing more than the Suns, but it depends on who's going to offer me more VC, honestly, because this is a VC glitch. We want more VC, so whichever team is going to offer me more VC in the end is pretty much what team we're going to switch over to. So to do this, we're going to go to our play next game and scroll all the way to the end, and we're going to sim to the playoffs. When this pops up, enter the regular season, wait for it to finish simming. If your team makes it to the playoffs, that is okay. It is completely okay if your team makes it to the playoffs. I'm gonna show you what to do if they do, and if they don't, just watch through this little part right here. It does not take long. I'm just gonna show the people who have to play the playoffs. I'm gonna show you how to get through it really easily and a lot faster than actually playing the games. So as you see here, I have to play against the Trailblazers because we made the playoffs. Sadly, we made the playoffs. But I'm going to show you how to do this really simple. I prefer to choose the second jersey because, I don't know, I feel like my team loses more with the second jersey. I don't know if it's a thing, a matrix in the whatever thing, system, whatever, you know. I feel like when I do play with the second jersey, that the game goes a lot worse, is what we want, you know. So I'm going to show you how to do this without having to play the games. Most people, if you want to, you can play the game, make sure your team loses 4 games in a row. But what I do here actually makes it a lot faster. And if you win the first round and have to play the second round, still do this. And if you win the second round and have to play the third round, still do this. If you win the championships, it's still okay. Does not matter. But what I'm going to do here actually makes it a lot faster, in my opinion, rather than playing 4 games back to back to back and making sure your team loses, because them games can be a little long. So what I'm gonna do is fairly simple. You will not get any VC for it, but it is a lot faster. So once the game starts up and you get jump ball, make sure to press options on your controller, go over to quit, and when you press quit, make sure you sim the game to the end. You will not get any VC for this, you will not get nothing for this, but do that until your team loses. If your team wins, it's okay. If your team goes to the championships, it's okay. If your team wins the championships, it is okay. I just find it a lot faster to sim to the end of the games rather than making sure your team loses 4 games in a row. Luckily, by simming to the end, my team, we lost the first round of the playoffs, which made it a lot faster. So once you have either won the championships or the playoffs or whatever, complete the season, when this pops up, press yes. And skip through all these. These things do not matter. Spam X, whatever you gotta press to get through all this. None of this matters. What matters is when this pops up and asks you if you want to enter the free agency. Of course, enter the free agency. That is what is going to get us to go up here. This is our goal. This is how we're going to do this. This is going to allow us to play multiple MyPlayer Nation games in a day, and you're going to grind out and get tons of VC in an hour. Now, like I said, we wanted to play the Timberwolves versus the Suns, so what we're going to be looking for is the Timberwolves or the Suns. Whichever one pops up first is honestly going to be the one that probably gives you the most VC here. Obviously, this is VC glitch. We want more VC. We're going to go for the 670 for the Timberwolves. And that's going to boost our how much VC we're going to get per game, how much we're going to get for the win. Make sure you put it on a 1-year contract. You don't want no more than 1 year. Make sure it is a 1-year contract. Teammate grade bonus, and you can put it all the way down. You can keep it where it's at. It doesn't really matter, I don't think. Mike can get more VC with it, I'm not sure. Just make sure whatever offer you get, make sure that it is a 1-year contract. 1 year, okay? Now, once you have done that, you sign your contract, go to MyPlayer Nation, and boom, you will see you have your game available. Once your game is available, go ahead, play it, and when you're playing this, make sure you do your honest best. Now, you know, MyPlayer Nation games get you double VC, they give you double badges. This is why this is going to be very clutch, because you are going to be able to play every single game on the board every day. So you're gonna get tons of VC real fast, and you can max out your badges real fast too by doing this. So if you haven't seen my badge glitch video for this tutorial on the same thing here, just go check it out. But yeah, make sure you play your best. Make sure if you're a 3-point shooter, make sure you are shooting the best threes that you can. Make sure you are passing the ball, getting assists if that's what you have to do. If you have to dunk, do that. If you have to play good defense, do that. Whatever you have to do, whatever your player is made to be good in, make sure you are being good at it. You want to ball out, you want to get the best stats that you can, get a great teammate grade, go for that A+. Having high stats and having a high teammate grade are going to get you more VC for this. So my game here just ended. You see where the Timberwolves, we obviously won. Winning is also, I think, going to give you more VC, so make sure your team wins, please, make sure your team wins. I got 80 points, which is great. Got them 2 times points towards my badges. Got a badge, got another badge. That's 2 shooting badges. And what is it? Did I get a defense badge? Didn't get a defensive badge, but you see here we got 2 times VC. We got 2,000 VC for this. Now, honestly, you're probably going to get about 2,000 VC because when we switch teams, we're going to get a contract that's going to have over 500 VC regardless, you know? So, we're going to get at least 2,000 VC every time we do this. So, you can really rack up on VC so fast when you're doing this, honestly. And if you play every single game here, you're going to get tons of VC in a day. And these games do not take that long. Luckily, you're starting 5 on My Nation game, so you get a lot of minutes to do what you gotta do, you know? Now, once again, we do not want to wait another 6 hours to play another game. So, as you see, the next game is another Timberwolves versus Suns game, but we don't want to wait that long. So, I haven't played this Pelicans versus the Trailblazers game yet. And we have another 6 hours till we can play a game again as the Timberwolves. We do not want to wait again. So, yeah, remember, these games that you can only play is the ones with the percentages. If they don't have percentages, you're going to have to wait some hours, and we don't want to wait hours. So make sure you're only playing the games with the percentages, and make sure you're only playing games once. So we're going to do the same thing again. We had the Pelicans versus the Trailblazers game. We're going to do the same thing again. We're going to sim to the playoffs, let it sim. Hope we don't make the playoffs. If we don't make the playoffs, it's great. Makes our life a whole lot easier. That means we get money in our pockets a lot faster. So I'm just gonna let this sim through. And once again, when it is done simming, complete this season. When this pops up, make sure you hit yes. Spam through all this nonsense. We don't care about none of this. And when this pops up, it asks you if you want to enter the free agency. Make sure you do enter the free agency. Remember your teams. Remember, we have a picture taken of what teams we want to play as. So our next game here is the Pelicans versus the Trailblazers. So whoever shows up on the list first is going to give us the most money here. So we're looking for the Pelicans and we're looking for the Trailblazers. You see the Pelicans here, they give me $7.75. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Trailblazers, they also give us $70.75. So here, it doesn't really matter. If you feel like one of your teams is going to make it to the playoffs more than the other one, you can choose whatever team you want to. So I went with, I chose to play as the Trailblazers here. It doesn't really matter. They give me the same amount of VC, so there's not really much of a difference here. And make sure when you are signing your contract, make sure you only play for them for 1 year. Make sure you put the contract on 1 year. If you do it more than 1 year, you're gonna mess up. Everything else does not matter. If you want to try to boost your VC, try boosting it, but I say only try boosting it once, because they might try to tell you, hey, we don't want you no more. So make sure you just put your contract on 1 year. If you want to try to boost your VC a little bit, go ahead. Other than that, go ahead and sign that contract for 1 year. Make sure it is only 1 year. And once you have done that, make sure you go over to your MyPlayer Nation tab and you will be able to play another game. Go ahead, like I said, ball out, do your best. If you shoot threes, shoot threes. Do what you gotta do to get good stats. Make sure you get a great teammate grade. You're gonna get a lot of VC, at least 2,000 per game. So yeah, grind out. And I'm gonna fast forward through all this and show y'all my results. Okay, so the game just ended. You already know we got the dub. We're giving the dub. We're getting the more VC. You know, we played as the Trailblazers. We got that 115. Make sure we win the game. Make sure that I balled out. As you know, we get double badge points. We get double VC. So I had 84 points. I already had a lot of badges here, but I got 2 extra towards my shooting, and I think I got a defensive badge here too. Boom. So what is that? That's 4 badges for my shooting and 1 for my defense in one day. That's less than an hour. And we got 2,412 VC to top it off. More than what we had for the last game, but it's over 2,000. That's a lot of VC if you keep playing these, y'all. Just keep doing what I'm showing y'all to do here, and you're gonna be able to play every single game that is on this board. If you're willing to take time to do it to get that VC rather than paying $100 for all that VC, you know, go ahead and do this. You're willing to get a lot of VC. And the good thing is these boards update every single day. Now, I won't be able to play another game, so what am I going to do? Go over to the Hornets versus the Lakers. Of course, that's what we're going to do next, is play as the Hornets versus the Lakers. And obviously, we're going to choose to play as the Hornets because everybody knows the Lakers are going to win every single championship. You know, everybody knows that, you know. I don't care if Hornets got LaMelo, but I'm going to choose the Hornets for that because, honestly, we have a less chance of making it to the playoffs if we play as the Hornets. But yeah, you're going to be able to do this every day that they have MyPlayer Nation games. Play phenomenal. Play phenomenal. You're going to get tons of VC if you play phenomenal. I'm telling you, just keep doing what I'm doing. Anyways, y'all, that's the end of this video. If you liked it and you haven't already, press the physical like button. Go ahead and like the video. If you're new here and haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. Check out my badge glitch video that is very similar to this video. It's my last posted video. Make sure you do check that out. It is another banger, so please go check that one out. Make sure you like that video too. Make sure we get this video to like 50 likes. Turn on post notifications on. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments and I got y'all on the replies. Yeah, with that being said, I'll catch y'all next time.